The process to create schools in the system is quite simple. In the project entity, you open the option Schools, and then you can zoom in the map. You can also search by school name. Then, when you find the school that you are planning to access, if it is already registered in the system, you just have to click on it and in the option Select. After clicking this option, you will see a page with some details of the school that you can edit as needed, and then you click Add. If you want to access a school that was not created in the Star Rating for Schools yet, you just have to click the option Add New School, then you drag the pin to a specific location of your school, and then click Select this location. You will be directed to the same page as before, in which you can add some details of the schools, and then you click Add. You can edit and remove schools as needed. To edit a school, just access My Data and the details of the project. In the section Schools, you can click the pencil, and this will enable you to make changes. For example, changing the name or adding some information or notes of the logo of the school. If you click right next to it in the trash can, then you can delete a school from your system. Please remember that this does not eliminate the school from the Star Rating for Schools platform, only from your project. The process to create a survey is even easier. If you click in My Data and then in the tab Surveys, you have this button called New Survey. Then you can add the project, the school that it belongs to, the title of your survey. You can add, for example, pre-intervention assessments, baseline assessments, the survey date, and any other information that is relevant. And here is a summary of the buttons that you have available in the survey page. The first icon is a pencil. You can click there if you need to make any edits to your survey, for example, the name of the date. Then don't forget to click Save. The second icon is very important. Please have in mind, when you finish conducting your assessments and collecting the information on road infrastructure, then you can calculate your star ratings. You will process your results when you come to My Data, Surveys, and click this star on the right. This means calculate the star rating. This is when you will process your data and generate your results. You can process all the data inside the same survey at the same time, so you don't have to process one by one the locations if you add them in a same survey. And the arrow on the right means See Locations. So this will lead you to the detail of which locations belong to this survey. To create a location, click the button New Location in My Data. Then select your project, the school that is part of the project and you are assessing now, the survey that you have just created, then add a road name and the section of the road. For example, this is the entrance, or this is a secondary entrance, or this is an intersection. Then you can choose if this is a road upgrade of a location that was previously assessed with Star Rating for Schools. Don't forget that you have to add information and names that can allow you easily to access this information later. If you want to rename a location, you can just click the name, make the edits, and save your changes. Then you can select in the map where exactly is the location that you assessed. Please remember to put it as close as possible to the point that you are assessing. You can also add pictures. It is required that you add 3 pictures for each of the locations assessed. Between the map and the pictures, you can also add comments and details for the reviewer and for anyone that is accessing your assessments. For each image, you can also make simple edits and delete as needed. After adding information, then you need to select the coding attributes for this specific location. Select all the location details, then save your changes. And after adding all of this information, you should be able to see the button Submit Location for Review, and you will be able to go to the next step of the process, which is reviewing your data. And here is a summary of the buttons that you will find in My Data Location. Next to each of the locations that you create, you will see the first icon, which is a map, in which you can view details of your location. This is also the page that will lead you to the IRAP demonstrator that we will introduce very soon. The second information is edit location. So if you click the pencil, you can make edits to your location. Just remember that after you calculated the star ratings, you cannot make any other changes to your location. The third icon is to delete the location from your project. And the last icon is to submit your location for review.